G'day, Big V. We are with our youth weekly wrap here, and we are all in finals now. Week one for everyone. We've got an abundance of elimination games and some qualifiers in there as well. Now, let's just get straight into it with our VYC men. And we had some thrillers here. We had some very, very interesting results with we sort of find that one whole conference is gone essentially.
Yeah, it was certainly unexpected going into the week, but we've sort of, I guess, in a way, you've seen how close the BYC men's competition has been all year, and literally week to week, games can go either way. So I guess we shouldn't be too surprised that we had some really close games. We had some really big comeback wins. We shouldn't be surprised about that at all.
Absolutely not. But we'll get stuck straight into it because game one, Melbourne Tigers hosted Eltham Wildcats, and it was Melbourne who got up 80-65 at home, and it was. I mean, you'd think it was Mason Gaze and Taj Cheel because they come down from NBL one. They got the absolute goat of Australian basketball, Andrew Gaze, at the helm coaching, and you think it'd be those two who would get it done, but it was Wilson Amos who was sort of taking this league by storm, to be honest, for someone who's not a 3-point threat. Like, I think he's taken 4 or 5 threes for the season.
Wow.
He's 20 points in this game, 10 rebounds, he got his 3 assists and 5 steals. He absolutely dominated.
Yeah, that's huge, and he's been a really good player, and he's the type of player who also plays in their under-20s team, actually, Ted, and I got to witness that firsthand, and him play and dominate that game too. So let's not discredit young Mason Gaze there. He still had a very serviceable game, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He was had his fingerprints all over it too, but it is really pleasing to see the likes of Wilson Amos come out of his shell this year and have a really, really good year.
Yeah, 100%. Mitch Blackburn was probably the best for Eltham here, 15 points to go with his 14 rebounds. Zona Gossa, 13 points. No Bandelovsky there, I believe. He was with NBL 1, same as Noah Todd. But yes, Eltham unfortunately got knocked out there, so Melbourne do progress. Our second game here, Sandringham just got defeated there 63-64 Diamond Valley in a very, very close-knit game here.
Well, yeah, it ended up close, Ted. Let's put it that way. Sandringham pulled away early with a huge second quarter, 22-9. So they got the lead. They thought probably going to half time it was trending in the right direction. We're going all right here, but then the second half, Diamond Valley really stepped it up, including a huge fourth quarter. And it's those Polsma brothers, looking the goods again, but a pretty wide range of scorers there, with AJ McBeggar contributing, Ryan, how do I say that one? Philip.
Yeah, something like
also
that.
having a cheeky 9 points along the way. So a really, really good high quality game.
Yeah, absolutely. Kilsyth got it done at home, 93 over the Frankston Blues, 80. It was a big performance here by Kilsyth. Isaiah Harvey with his 21 points to go with his 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Brad Haywood also contributed in a big way with his 21 points as well. But they were behind at the start of this game. Frankston came out huge, 24 points in the first quarter, 23 in the second. But it was Kilsyth with an enormous 43-point fourth quarter.
That is, yeah, they've saved the best for last there, haven't they? It's not an easy position to be when you're down, 47 to 31. You're down by 16 at half time. It's in a knockout elimination final. You're sitting there thinking, Jesus, this is a bit rough. But credit to Kilsyth, they came out firing in the second half, and that fourth quarter, Frankston just couldn't find the answers to slow them down.
Absolutely. 26 times they got to the free throw line as well. 22 times they made it, so they shot just over 80% for the game there. So free throws do 100% matter in these situations. Absolutely critical. So congratulations to Kilsyth for getting it done and progressing through. As we get to our last game here, and it was Dandenong who fell short 90 to Ringwood's 95. Now, Mark, you and I were at this game, and at quarter time we saw something quite tragic when Bailey Ruffcar went down with what we believe was an ankle injury. He was in a wheelchair for the rest of the game, being wheeled around. And they did go around him, cue celebrations on court at the end there. But yeah, very disappointing to see. Hopefully he's okay, fingers crossed. He had about 10 to 12 points there in the first quarter.
Yeah, he was really solid. He was really solid early, and he got the Ringwood boys up and about initially before he went down. But thankfully, Ringwood was able to rally. Harrison Seeley was enormous. He sneaks up to 30 points. You don't even realise. But quick shout out to Dean. They had a great season, and Jet Garnham off the bench shot the lights out to keep this one interesting. And Elijah Dwell as well, 20 points as a starter. So had some really good contributors, but just Ringwood came good come finals.
Absolutely, as they always do. The team that made the finals last year, see if they can do it again. Now we moved to Youth League 1 men, and we had 2 knockout games here. Geelong United hosted Camberwell Dragons, and they got up by 1 point here, 100 to 99. It was Marak, who was absolutely phenomenal. 28 points to go with his 6 rebounds. He shot 68% from the field. An absolute athlete.
Yeah, he's unbelievable, and his improvement, even just from last year to this year, has been phenomenal. Just so efficient, so athletic, just focuses on the game, doesn't have any extra mayo to put on it. Jack Moran was really solid off the bench as well for Geelong, probably provided that little bit of difference that Campbell wasn't necessarily expecting. 20 points and 8 boards for him was fantastic for Campbell. Jackson Dean, his final youth league game was fantastic with 22, 11 and 8. And Connor Matthews also saved his best for last in his last youth league game, 23 points at a very, very good clip. So bad luck to Campbell, well done to Geelong. And the next game we had a bit of an upset here, Ted. Keysborough 89 over Sherbrooke 82.
Yeah, very interesting here. Sherbrooke without the likes of Dylan Johnson, a player who's made the starting 5 a number of times. I believe he didn't make the player of the month. Jacob Burke-Doggett wasn't, and he proved his worth there. 32 points to go with 11 rebounds and 8 assists, nearing that triple-double. But 32 points just wasn't quite enough there. He did need his partner in crime in this game. Bailey Ross contributed as much as he could with his 14 points. James Manson also went to work, 17 and 13, but it was these Kilside boys. They had Keysborough boys. Apologies, Keysborough boys. They had 4 of them that went into double figures. Darcy Watson was the standout, 17 points to go with his 13 rebounds. A huge performance for Keysborough as they move into the grading process 2024 and a chance at a grand final 2023.
Yeah, they'll be very excited for that one. So well done to Keysborough on the upset, and we're going to have to whip through the Youth League 2 men here. But we had some games which we'll see beating Maccabi by 40 after they lost to them in the final round of the season. So well done to Whittlesea for stepping up to the Challenger finals, and it was Callum Stojanovic. 20 points made a huge difference, as well as Ethan Bateman's 16 points and 15 rebounds, as we would probably expect.
Absolutely. Melbourne Uni got it done over the Albury Wodonga Bandits, 74 to 62. Josh McNally, 21 points with Cooper Eves, 16 points to go with his massive 17 rebounds. Huge performance for him. Brock Thompson was the best player for Albury with his 20 points and 15 rebounds. Just unable to get it done, the Bandits there. Mornington at home took care of business, 103 to 77 over the Surf Coast Chargers. It was a quiet first quarter there, but both teams picked it up, and it was some very, very high scorings towards the second half of the games, with Alex Thompson overpowering everyone, 27 points to go with his 5 rebounds and 7 assists, Mark.
Yeah, it looked like both teams used up all their defense in the first quarter, Ted, as the Nerves were there, and 9 to 13 quarter, and then the floodgates opened with Mornington taking full advantage and pouring on the points. And then we finished the last Youth League 2 men's final. We had Sunbury, just an 81 to 75 point win, despite a terrible second quarter from Sunbury and a great second quarter from Western Port. Owen Stevens, as you'd expect, 22 points, 5 boards. And Zach Martinez pouring in 20, along with Jai Everett off the bench. So, Sunbury are primed and ready for finals.
Absolutely. That'll be all for us, guys. Keep it locked in. Big V Finals is here. See you later.